Okay, wanted to make a quick video on AK reviews. And what I've got here is the PSAK-103 and a WASR-10 from, what is this, 2015 production. All right, now what I want to talk about is not really those two rifles, but kind of. Okay, so this WASR, used to be able to pick those up for like 400 bucks, 425, and then they were about 500, 599. I just sold an old 1063 for like 800 bucks or so, and now they're selling for up around 1,000, due to the current market. But before Robski made his WASR video with the 5,000 round test, everybody into AKs except for the guys that maybe shot them, which wasn't a lot of people back then. The WASR was considered junk. They were super concerned about candid front sight posts and stuff, and the Arsenal guys, none of those guys would touch a WASR. And today you've got the WASR that has more than doubled in price, and a lot of guys consider that like a go to war AK. So and a lot of that I think was attributed to Robski's 5,000 round review. And the one thing I want to kind of discuss is, look, first of all, Robski is like an awesome dude. I have all the respect for that guy. The amount of work and data he puts into the AK community is like immeasurable. I'm sure that guy has suffered hearing loss, ingested lead. I love that dude. I mean, he's one of my favorite YouTube channels. But when you guys are looking at data, you got to realize that he's testing one gun for 5,000 rounds. And some of the stuff, is controversial, whether he should or should not be doing that in a test, and whether it's like a fair or accurate test. But really, you just have to look at those tests as data, not really like a proving grounds for a specific line of AKs. Because one AK could run that whole 5,000 rounds and do a great job. But you do like a larger sample size, and you start finding out that not all those AKs are passing that test, or not all the AKs have the same accuracy. So all I'm saying is, I'm not saying discount his test. I mean, they're awesome. I've watched just about every one, but you got to realize that it's a sample size, like a small piece of data. So when you look at whether a gun is reliable or proven or stuff like that, you have to look at a large sample size. What's happening with guys with AKs all across the country? Are guys having trunnions crack, or guns blow up, or feeding problems, accuracy issues? And I made a video. It was like the AKE versus the PSAK GF3 WASR-10, and everybody's got opinions. But at the time, I wasn't really recommending the AKE or the 103 yet. I didn't even know they were making a GF4. But a lot of guys got mad, like, you're not supporting U.S. companies. But look, when a new gun comes out, it's like a new car. You don't really know how all that new stuff and new metallurgy or whatever is going to interface. I know that companies do their testing, but you got to realize that that's not really a proven gun yet. So I went ahead and bought the 103 after the AKE had been out. That's an FN barrel. FN's a proven company. They make 249 saws, I'm pretty sure 240 Golfs and Bravos, all that stuff. So FN is a proven company. They make quality stuff. I wanted a nice barrel to test out this 1x6. So try not to ramble too much, but I didn't want to buy that right away, and I wasn't recommending it right away, and it's hard to recommend it right away because you don't have a large enough sample size to give an accurate opinion. So after Robski tested it and other people have had good results, I went ahead and took a chance. But I still took a chance because it's a relatively new gun. PSA, their quality control and production, I think, has vastly improved. I had a GF3, I had the AKP, had a small problem with the top cover. I'd recommend the 103. I would recommend probably the AKE if you can find them, if they make them again. But also, the WASRs, I could recommend that. So as far as comparing the two rifles, in price and design, they're similar. The PSA rifles are going to be much more finished and better finished, nicer looking, and more clean product. The WASR's, kind of rough, everything's sharp, but it's still got a cold hammer forged chrome-on barrel, and they have a track record, which kind of means a lot. So you guys just don't get too wrapped up around, certain reviews, and don't stake everything in your argument based off of one video. I got to see a ton of guys like in AK forums and AK, groups. They're like, oh, well, this passed the 5,000 round test, so you can't argue that it may or may not have problems with other rifles. So just keep an open mind, guys, and don't believe that you are in possession of all the facts. Kind of be humble and a little bit modest, and realize that there's a ton of info out there, and go seek out that information. And I know spending $1,000 or so is a big commitment, and some people want reassurance on their purchase, but other people are trying to make good purchases. So it's great that people like Robski are out there putting out good information, good data points, and it's good that we have good U.S. companies making good rifles that are here and they're affordable. So right now, if you can find them in stock, when they come in stock, you can still get a PSA rifle for a good price. Right now, other companies are price gouging, like second, like, I'm not going to say names, I guess, but other companies that sell other companies' products are selling at current market values, and I think PSA is doing a good job at still being fair and reasonable, due to the current market. I think they could be charging more for their 103s and their 74s, but they're not. So I think they're a great company. If you guys see this, they blocked me on the AK, the PSA AKE users Facebook group. I don't know why, but if you guys could put me back on there, I'd appreciate it. I did like that group. But so as far as which one, if you're looking at the PSA AKE 103, GF3, WASR, which one would I get? Get whatever you can find at this point, and it's not gonna, cost you an arm and a leg. I think the 103 is probably going to be a fine rifle. I think the AKE is fine. The WASRs are fine. Anything, upper shelf, like Arsenals, even though they have had some finish issues or whatever. I mean, all that stuff's fine. Just get a rifle that works and shoot it, and don't spend so much time worrying about the specifics. So that's about all I got. I really wanted to make this 2 different videos, but I don't know, whatever. Put your opinions down in the comments. I'm doing this offhand, so I may have got sidetracked and went off and maybe left out things that I wanted to say, but I forgot. So if you have anything, put it in the comments. If you could, like, subscribe or whatever, that whole thing people ask you to do. I'm doing this for free, so whatever. And here, if you guys didn't see this, I dropped this today and broke the locking lug off. But you guys have a good one, and I hope this election turns out good for the 2A community. Have a good night.